Hello, everybody, and welcome to Round 3 coverage of the Memorial Championship presented by Discraft. My name is AJ Risley, and I'm joined by the one and only Paul Ulibarri. How you doing, Paul?
I'm good. Excited about this third round coverage. We finally get to switch courses. We're now at the Vista del Camino course, and the weather has also shifted. So,
a little bit, yeah. The sun's coming out.
Sun's coming out. Sun was out the last 2 days, but the wind has picked up. Yeah, the wind has picked up, and we have an awesome card for you guys as well.
Yeah.
We have Simon Lizotte, Eagle McMahon, who are absolutely shredding it.
Crush Boys, yep. You've heard it.
Jalle Stoor, who is playing at a very, very high level, and Sias Elmore.
California, yeah. Sias Elmore representing.
Absolutely backing up his initial 12 under with a 13 under par.
That's pretty good. That's the momentum. That's the direction you want to trend towards, is more under par.
Absolutely.
So here we are at Vista del Camino. Hole 1. Used to be hole 18 for this tournament. A little bit of a change here, and you bring the water into play right off the bat. And there's an elevated basket, too. That's going to be a big trend for this course.
And really what you want to do is take this wide hyzer out around over that sidewalk and pretty much do exactly what Simon did right there. He left it a little short, but
Is he dry?
He is dry. As long
you
as you take it out over, I would say about that third flag and hyzer it back in, you're going to have a putt inside the circle.
Yeah. And Eagle's going for a little bit lower line, a little more of a skip. But yeah, he comes up a little short too.
And one thing about the Vista courses, you don't have to tee off of the given tee pad there. You can see the flags allow you. Oh, he gets a bad skip, and that's going to be wet. But you're allowed to kind of tee off from the right side on the grass if you want to. So.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying. Yeah, there's some of the tee pads out here, concrete tee pads. This course has been in the ground for a while, so some of those concrete tee pads are slightly worn down. And then things just get a little dusty out here, so teeing off from the grass is usually a pretty good alternative.
Leaks that one a little left, but no damage done really. He could have gone in the water there.
No harm, no foul.
Simon,
but at the same time, no birdie either.
Yeah, Simon keeps his hot putting streak going with a nice 30-footer. He makes those look really short right now.
Oh,
and
he sure does.
You know, so Sias had an awkward stance there. The water's kind of low for Vista. Normally it's a little bit higher, so you'll get a further distance in from the water there. But
water's edge is OB, yes.
Right, but because he didn't, he had to kind of step down an awkward stance. I'm thinking that had something to do with the miss.
But yeah, like you said, Simon is just still padding those Circle 1 stats from somewhere in between 20 to 25 feet. And again, no hat.
It's like he's doing it on purpose.
Making the putts?
Wearing no hat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, making the putts.
Well, all of it, really. It's not an accident, folks. A couple birdies there from Simon and Jalle. Moving on to hole 2, par 3, 369 feet. Playing towards the OB on the right, really you'd have to smash a high straight shot to go OB. Not many people are going to do that. But what we're going to look for here is something that hits that right side with a little bit of hyzer skip and settles up next to Circle 1. But there's that big hyzer like I mentioned.
There is a palm tree that you have to miss right there. So if you're going out wide over, you can see where the cars are parked. There is a palm tree that hangs out over that, and I've seen a lot of people hit that. Jalle got this wide enough, low enough. He should match the hill nicely and skip all the way to the pin.
Yeah, look at that ground play. That's pretty cool.
That's one thing that Jalle is known for, is having a lot of control with his angles and his speeds of his mid-range and fairway drivers. Known for being one of the smoothest throwers in Finland and really the world. And it's nice to see him get featured here on this third round.
I played with them a couple times, and one of them was out here at the Memorial.
Looks like
a little bit short. Didn't quite get the ground play that Jalle got. And he'll just have to lay up to take his easy par.
Simon likes that
Jeez.
distance.
Someone's been practicing. We get it.
Yeah, he's been practicing for the last 3 rounds from that exact spot.
Yes, exactly. Hey, so is Eagle. Great putt for birdie.
Yeah, he's taking notes.
He'd be a fool not to.
This is a really cool angle.
Yeah.
Beautiful putt. Also known as the Tom Brady of disc golf. He looks like Tom Brady.
He does a little bit, yeah. He does.
Throws like him, too, right now.
Sure. Why not? It's getting the job done. I don't know how many rings he has, but yeah, it's all right. And yeah, that's a fun slow-mo to watch because Sias has a very slow, I wouldn't even call it a run-up. It's more of a walk-up. But it's very slow and then just explosive right at the end. But unfortunately, he gets the only par as everybody else takes birdies on hole 2. Moving on to hole 3, another par 3. About 360 feet. This pin is a little bit longer than previous years, and it's also elevated.
Yeah, that's something that you're going to see on this course. This year, they've added about 3 more high baskets than usual to make it a little
lot to begin with. Yeah.
Yeah. And wow, that is something you're not going to see very often is somebody hit that tree to the right. I might have never seen anybody.
I don't think I've. Yeah, my mouth is agape right now because I don't think I've ever seen that either. I don't think. I know I've never seen
this
someone.
ground play from Jalle. It's like he's played here.
It's like he's played here before and he remembers how to play well out here. Would you agree?
I was gonna say it's like he's played here as many times as I've had, but
he hasn't.
Yeah, so
I know that.
Then I
for
was
a fact.
embarrassed, and I wanted you to help me. Nice
That's
shot.
what I'm here for.
Yeah, this is nice. It needs to slow down. He'll have about a circle's edge putt, I'm guessing. A little closer, actually.
Nice thing for Sias is these elevated baskets just kind of feel like normal baskets to him. He's pretty tall.
He is tall.
Good putt by Eagle there. Getting things going.
Stay in
hello. Ooh.
And this might be uncomfortable. Being that close.
Exactly. That's what I was saying yesterday about Simon's putts is you get a little too close there, things get a little touchy. But unfortunately, yeah, that was so strange to see Simon just take the widest hyzer possible. Even too wide, I guess, because there's a tree in the way. And he'll take the only par on this card, dropping 1 stroke, and Eagle's right there just lurking.
And Jalle as well, making
Sias
a move.
as well. Yeah, Jalle 3 down through 3. He's just so sneaky. That's just almost forgot.
Hole 4, par 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is actually one of the tougher of the birdie holes to start. You want to get it wide. Actually, what he's done here is absolutely perfect.
That's great. Yeah, that big tree right there in line with the basket, that's the main obstacle on this hole.
Right, and you can go deep, and if anything that goes left, you can see that wall there.
And there we go again, another extremely wide hyzer.
Yeah, he catches
Finds
that
an early tree.
He catches that early tree, but he stays in bounds.
Yep. And yeah, with this fast ground at Vista del Camino, if you come in with too much of a flare angle, you're going to get a skip up and over that
and
wall.
This needs to get down. It does. That's a really stable
Good play.
disc. Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of a stall shot there. Let's see what Simon's got.
He yanks his drive again.
And he comes up in front of that big tree. So yeah, he and Eagle are not going to have easy looks for birdie. Jeez.
I mean, he's far. That's about 80 feet.
Yeah.
He's going to need to get that wide hyzer under control. He can't be yanking out here, especially with holes to come. There's a lot of OB lurking right.
Right. Wow, nice putt from Sias, and he knew it halfway home. Okay.
That's good. That'll
He's
get him
doing
going.
things.
Yeah. Jalle 4 through 4. And that's really what you want here at Vista. So
Yep.
the course is interesting. You want to get the first 5. Or at least 4 to 3 out of the first 5, because then you're feeling pretty good, because then you're going into a few par 4s. But these are the easiest holes on the course, the first 5 holes for sure.
I would almost say the first 6 holes.
Yeah, and it's really, really important to get a hot start here. kind of padding your score going into those difficult holes. There's a few water holes coming up and things like that. So just for momentum.
Yeah, the course is kind of broken up into 3 sections of 6 holes.
Right.
With long walks in between. So, yeah, here we go on to hole 5. Straight shot. There's a mandatory on the right side that you got to stay left of. There's OB long, OB left, 340 feet. And usually there's a little bit of a headwind.
And you got a high rise. So if you go deep at all, that tree actually acts as a guardian tree for putting and things like that.
Yes. A little bit of a Fountain Hills feel on this green, would you say? With those trees so close to the basket?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that. And y'all, if he's short enough, he's going to have a look. But if he went only 10 to 15 feet deep, it's going to be a really difficult putt.
Now, when you say short enough, no offense to Jalle, but do you mean distance-wise on his tee shot or height-wise?
Distance-wise on his tee shot, yeah.
Okay.
Eagle going with the wide sidearm hyzer, and this plays well. If you have the power to just go over all those trees, I think that's probably the best play on the hole.
For sure. You're taking just about all of the danger out of the hole. If you can get it up and over those trees, of course.
Simon's struggling here. So he's yanked a few shots. He turns this over. This is a really tough putt on the high elevated basket. And now he's going to have to earn it. But he's probably at about that 25 to 30 foot range that he's just been absolutely money at.
Yeah, and I was after watching him miss that putt and thinking about the last couple holes. Yeah, I mean, he's kind of out of rhythm.
Look at this putt.
Oh my goodness.
So
no way.
That is so difficult. This camera angle doesn't do it justice at all.
Unfortunately.
He had to come from a low angle nose up to push that under those branches, and
right. And you have to get under a low ceiling like that and to go uphill, you got to putt that thing hard. And on an elevated basket, if you miss having to putt harder than you're used to, you're going to end up 30 feet away on for your comeback or for par. So, but Jalle with no fear and just absolute confidence in his putting in 5 through 5.
Yeah, just a perfect start. I mean, for everything, for momentum, like I said.
Yeah. He's kind of getting the crowd on his side too. You know, this is Saturday at Vista del Camino. There's plenty of people watching. I think they're going to clap a little harder for someone who's going 5 through 5.
I mean, he's only 5 back.
It's true. We got a lot of holes left to play. And the first par 4 of the day, hole 6, 783. As you can see by the graphic there, it's a long hole, very narrow. We got OB on the left, which is probably where you would see most players find trouble. A little bit of OB on the right as well that kind of sneaks up on you. I would say we're probably going to see some big anhyzers, maybe a couple rollers, probably from Eagle, a sidearm off the tee. Just something to get you right out in the middle of the fairway to give you a nice, clean, open approach shot to the basket.
And I'm guessing Jalle's going to throw just a smooth turnover.
Great guess.
It was a little higher than I expected him to do, and that's going to be he's hugging the OB on the right, but there's actually a tunnel that'll take you all the way down to the pin. It's going to take some distance, and it's super dangerous because you have to take it out over OB the entire way.
Right.
And good call on Eagle throwing the sidearm. I mean, if you have the distance, wide open, and it's a great play to get you into position.
And this is the play that I usually find myself taking, is that low hyzer on the right side. Play down the right side and get a couple skips to put you back in the middle of the fairway. And here we go.
He's not letting anything back on that one.
Oh, and I think he's going to pay the price. Looks like he's over the line there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you want to get aggressive, it is a narrow fairway.
Ooh. Whoa.
And that's going to be fine. He's going to be in position to save that par.
Okay, good.
This is what I'm excited to see. So he's taking this out over that OB line the entire way. If he gets a skip, this might actually work out great.
Oh, yeah. Great play.
Wow.
And yeah, his drive was, in fact, safe. So he's in position to go 6 for 6.
Eagle going wide hyzer. He just has to miss that pine. That pine tree acts as a really good guardian on those hyzers coming in.
And that's good course design too, because that Guardian, like you said, it's outside the circle. So players can't just say to themselves, I'm just going to crash that tree, and if I come down, I'll be inside the circle for an easy putt. No, you got to navigate your way around that bad boy.
And you'd expect Simon, honestly, to go a little wider. He has an outside the circle putt to save par.
Oh.
And that's not going to do it. He's going to have his first bogey in a long time.
Probably of the whole tournament, wouldn't it?
Which is a long time.
Yes, because we're in round 3. Thank you.
And here's Sias also to save par. Isn't gonna get an eagle with a par, I believe. Yeah, he hit the pine coming in, so that'll be par.
Yes.
And normally I'd say this would be a shaky putt, but that's his distance.
Right. Yeah, you can see the branches kind of flowing in the background. There's a little bit of a breeze picking up. Elevated basket, too.
Yeah, this was a little bit windier than the Fountain Hills days. So there was more of a constant breeze instead of the gusty kind of wind that you get from Fountain. When the Fountain turns off, it seems like it gets a little bit more windy.
So there's not as much guessing.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. Jalle with the sole birdie. And look at that. Oh, my gosh. There he goes.
Only 3 back now.
Yeah, huge. And, I mean, a long walk from 6's basket to 7's tee. I sure would like to be 6 down on that long walk.
I'd pay a good amount of money.
Just kind of skipping and, skipping and whistling down that little sidewalk with a big old grin.
Hole 7, par 4, 645 feet. This plays is the easiest par 4 on the course. There's really no danger. There's a little bit OB right. There's a little bit of OB left. Mm-hmm. But with the quality of play we're going to have from this lead card, I don't suspect that any of them are going to take on any of that OB. Just a basic hyzer to put yourself in position.
Yeah, look at that.
And then another little chip hyzer after that. Really, the only trouble is if you go too far left, you can kind of get into some trees that'll make it a tougher upshot.
Right. Yeah, those trees on the left side will take away just an easy hyzer. And then you've got OB and water on the right side, too. So if you get a little too aggressive with something a little flippy, you might find that out of bounds.
It's just such a short, it's such a short par 4 that even though he's way left, he's going to have a manageable upshot.
Yeah, and he got past all but one tree on that left side, so that was huge. But yeah, a nice... Anytime you step up to a par 4 and you can plan out hyzer to get yourself within 20 feet, it's kind of nice. Takes a little bit of weight off your shoulders. And that's a big spike hyzer there for this shot. Smart play, though.
7 for 7.
Whoa. Jeez. It's a bold statement. And I'm going to say that that's in outside Simon's comfort zone of 22 to 26 feet. I mean, he put that thing inside 12 feet. Sias.
No surprise that they're probably going to have a star frame on this one. Even though you have a high rise, and I mean, you can leak it to the circle's edge and have a tester or something.
Right.
I'm guessing this plays as the easiest hole on the course.
Well, guess no longer thanks to UDisc Live.
Jalle with 7 through 7 and making a push for the lead. It's really nice to see.
Sorry, Paul. It is the 16th hardest hole on the course. Oh, well. Guess we'll have to move on to one of the hardest holes on the course, hole 8. 360 feet. There's a big old pond right in between the tee and the basket that you have to get over. And you're playing onto this small, fast green. Really, the play here is probably a mid-range for these guys. Maybe a putter for Eagle, Simon, or any of them. Really, they all throw far. Something that gets you to sit on that green.
Absolutely. I actually suspect a couple hyzers here.
Okay.
I think Jalle's going to go straight. I'm guessing Sias is going to go straight, and then I'm going to guess Simon takes a wide hyzer.
And that looked like it leaked out a little bit left. He didn't fully commit to that shot to get that super straight flight. And here you go, sidearm from Eagle. Not a bad play with the way his sidearm's been going.
As long as you beat that tree.
Yep.
Go in.
Holy. And that'll be just fine.
Yeah, Yali's going to have about a 35-foot putt, so it's going to be the second putt that he's really going to have to earn on this round so far.
Jeez, and I was wrong, too. This hole 8 is right smack dab in the middle of the difficulty rating for round 3. And there you go.
I guessed it.
Well done.
Thank you.
For those of you keeping track at home,
I'm 1 for 1.
You're 2 for 2 on shot guesses.
Oh, give it to him.
Huge putt.
Outside the circle.
Wow. And look at that. That's probably the biggest grin we've seen out of Jalle in a long time.
I'd be grinning
And that's
too.
that's what 8 for 8 will do for you.
Not only 8 for 8, he's 8 for 8 on the lead card
yep.
after these two guys. Well, after one of them was averaging 1,100 coming into this.
Yes.
Into this round, 1,100 rated.
That's just got to be so intimidating.
And then him to come out and say, "I'm here for a reason." Good to see.
Yeah, it's like
star frame though.
Yeah, I can shoot 1,100 too. We'll see. Yeah, nice star frame. That's a tricky one to get a star frame on. There's a lot of danger. And speaking of a lot of danger,
this has to be the hardest hole on the course. Hole 9, par 3, 482 feet. You see all of this water on the left. Now, usually the embankment would be out of bounds because this water would be all the way up top. But They didn't paint a line because there was flooding right before this tournament. And then when it floods, they drain it a little bit. So all of that to the left is also in bounds, which makes it a little bit easier. But Jalle is actually just going to take this wide hyzer play for par. And that'll kind of give you an idea of how difficult this hole is. Because he's 8 through 8, and he just doesn't even care. He just wants a par.
I would say this is one of the best examples of a risk-reward hole in disc golf.
Absolutely.
There's so much risk, but if you take that risk and it pays off, you get a pretty big reward because, like you said, this is actually this plate is the 4th hardest hole on the day.
That's crazy to me.
You'd be picking up a lot of strokes on people if you took a 2 on this hole. And we'll see if Simon puts himself in birdie range.
This looks nice. It needs to come back. It needs to hyzer because there is OB deep.
The most dedicated spotters out there. Wow, he threw it deep in the basket. That's huge.
Yeah,
And he didn't even sky it that much either.
Yeah,
That was
very
like
little
a line
flex.
drive. Very impressive.
And he goes a little bit deep, but he should be able to manage from there. Sias with a smooth up shot as well, a little deep, but
Interesting.
Eagle threw a spike hyzer almost to the pin. I threw a flex shot as hard as I could and landed there. I was really happy.
Simon back within range. Solo bird, and there you go. He risked all the OB. Maybe he probably didn't risk going in the water. I don't think, but he risked going OB deep. But it paid off. He's gaining a stroke on the card. 2 on Sias.
Jalle with a nice par.
Yes, sir.
It was a good catch.
Yeah, it was a good putt. That's a little bit of a tester. Something to get the blood flowing.
And really, it's not quite long enough to be a par 4.
Yes.
It's just a really, really hard par 3. But the fact that Jalle played it for what he wanted, he's 9 for 9 in my book.
Okay. Well, he's only 4 back of the lead as Simon gets the solo bird.
What a birdie, though.
On hole 9, yeah. Great. He just threw it deep of the basket.
Well,
That's
when you're
insane.
standing on that tee, it just looks so difficult. And birdie almost seems impossible for me. That's the front 9, though.
Yeah. Look at all that green on Jalle's scorecard.
Absolutely. This is setting up for an awesome back 9.
Yeah.
We'll be back soon. AJ.
Yes, sir. Paul.
We're
Thanks,
pumped.
everybody, for watching.